Hey guys, come with us as we explore the Florida Caverns. Let's get into it. So guys, we're going to be at the Florida Caverns today. It's basically like a place where we get to explore the deeper underground, the caverns and stuff. So come along with us.
All right, so today we're riding, going to the caverns. So we're riding down the road so that we can get there. It's gonna take us like another mile after you get into the park to drive down to get to the caverns. So this is very exciting. I've been wanting to come in for a long time, so I'm so happy to bring you out on this adventure. It only costs $5 to get into the park. So you pay, I paid cash. I don't know if they take any other like credit cards, but I've been paying $5 cash to get in to the park. And so now we're driving to the area, to the visitor center, to get tickets to go to on the actual tour. Okay, we're walking down to the visitor center to get our tour tickets. So the cave tours, it's a cool statue there. So it's a path that we're gonna go on. Never been here before, but already living the wildlife that we hear. We haven't seen anything yet. I don't think I want to see anything, honestly, but so loving that so far. So it's a little bit of a hill you gotta walk up. I think, oh yeah, the visitor center is up there. I know, another hill, but it'll be easy when we walk down. Huh?
Let's watch out for the leaves too. Did you hear that there's some leaves that have barbs on it, it's gonna be very bad.
Oh, okay, yeah, we gotta make sure we watch out for the leaves as well. So we're gonna walk up to the visitor center. When we get there, we'll bring you back. All right, and we're back. Langston, right here. Whew. So we're gonna go in here and get our tour tickets. All right, so this is a tour of their gift shop. They have a lot of cool things in here that goes along with the cave things, onyx apples, and things like that. And here's some very good things to know about the tour.
I'm checking.
3, 2. They do have some snacks, but you're not allowed to really take backpacks during the tour. If you do, you got to carry it on your front. So when we see Langston, you're going to see him carrying his backpack on the front or whatever else. We're going to come back in here later to actually buy something. We're just doing like a little tour of it right now. So we're outside the gift shop. Our tour is start for like 45, I think 15 minutes. So we're gonna look at this and let's see.
That gets like piece of history or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I guess when they had a Category 5, Hurricane Michael in 2018.
Oh, so I guess it'll show the damages, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. And how they had to rebuild it.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Wow, I wonder what else they have. So above the store, there's a museum to view. Like the entrance right here. Huh? You can look down. All right. Let's go to the museum. Okay. So, welcome to Florida State Caverns, home for wildlife. So, this is showing all the wildlife we may see here in the Florida Caverns. All the beautiful flowers. If you don't know, I'm a flower girl. I love flowers. This is showing how large the Florida State Cavern Park is. So we're right there in the middle. The cave tour is not that far from where we are, but it is a little walk. And so when you press these buttons, it lights up the map to show you where everything is on the map. And this is kind of what we're going to be seeing in the Florida State Cavern. Stalactites, icicle formations, they hang from the ceiling. And as I think stalagmites are the one that are that come up from the ground. So this is what we're going to be seeing when we actually going into the cave. So it's just showing like a little bit about the history of this area and what's expected to see when we go visit the caves. Now, I don't know if we're going to actually see bats today, but these are some of the animals that we may see inside of the cavern. So this is going to be very cool.
So this area right here is like the waiting area, so we can like read about stuff like over here, like what bats in Peru, why bats matter. And over here, which kind of scared me when I learned about this, if you read, be quiet, if you read this, there might be a bat in here that I can't see because it's so dark. That's scary. So these are like the rules, stuff about it over here, stuff like that. It's gonna be very, very exciting.
We'll show why bats matter. Because I see one of the biggest things is about mosquitoes. So why we need bats.
And this is why we need bats. First off, bats eat mosquitoes and other like night flying pests, helping us fight the mosquito borne and stuff like that. And here's how you can like help a bat survive. You could take steps. You could take steps to help. Oh, sorry, I mean the wrong thing. Avoid touching or leaning against the cave wall for the Caverns State Park. Let staff know if you have entered a cave or mine outside of Florida before beginning your caverns tour. Educate others about the value of Florida's native bats, which eat mosquitoes and insects that damage our food crops. And last but not least, understand that WNS is not a health threat to humans.
So Langston goes on to read this whole flyer about how I can help bats survive. And parents, it's so important that when our kids are out, that we allow them to engage in the signs and all the things that they can read around them, because this is how they get a higher vocabulary, and this is how they are able to apply what they know outside world to inside the classroom.
My name is Steele. I would take you onto the caverns today, but before we go in, I need to go over the rules. Now, our number one and our most important rule is that you do not touch. Y'all, there are oils in our skin that if we touch the formations, those oils will be left behind. The water can no longer deposit the minerals, and that will practically kill the formations. So y'all understand that? Do not touch?
Yes.
Alrighty, then there is no food, drink, tobacco use, vaping, or gum allowed inside of the cavern. There will be a trash can by the cavern entrance y'all may use. Then bags and backpacks need to stay on your front so you do not get snagged by any stalactites or cave ceiling. Then, don't see any pets. And then the final rule is about flash photography. So y'all, there are quite a few bats in the cavern today. I'll tell you when we start getting close to them so you can turn off your flash. But otherwise, if you forget to turn that off, you could actually blind them. Their eyes are that sensitive, a bright flash from your phone can permanently harm their eyes. So, any questions?
Nope.
Alright, I'll be collecting your tickets now. So, anyone going to top Texas today?
South Florida, Palm Beach, West Palm Beach.
Okay. Alrighty.
No, we're not topping Texas.
Alrighty, so then y'all, let's go to the cavern. I'll talk a little bit about our area. Down there in the parking lot is where the Chateau Native Americans used to live. Inhabiting the region for many years, they were very resourceful, using needle palms back there by the staircase for many things, such as knitting and making pottery. Then, right here we have a southern magnolia tree. Pretty soon they should be blooming beautiful white flowers that smell really good. This right here is commonly called river cane. I'm unable to pronounce its true name, but this is actually the only species species of bamboo native to North America. It can be found as far north as even Maryland.
And what was it called again? Oh, you said you couldn't tell that.
River cane.
River cane. Okay. So when you say cane, it sounds like it would be sweet like sugar cane, but it's not, huh?
No, I don't know how to the Bible. Now, y'all, the tall tree right here with the Spanish moss hanging on it is a sweet gum tree. The chateau used to chew the bark of the tree because it had a sweet flavor to them. But I would not recommend doing that now because our taste buds have changed thanks to artificial sweeteners. If you have any trash, you can throw it away in there. And now right over here, I have a video to show y'all. We're simply going to go over the rules again and a few other small things y'all want to follow while inside of the cavern. I want to make sure everyone can see it. And after the video, I will be collecting your tickets. So I hope you all enjoy.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Florida Caverns State Park. We hope that you are as excited as we are about our upcoming underground adventure. Part of making sure that you enjoy this here experience, y'all, is making sure that everybody stays safe and that we ensure the caverns are just as beautiful for future generations. But for this to happen, everyone, we must follow a few guidelines. Rule number one, and most important rule of all, everybody, is no touching.
Okay, so in the video, it basically goes on to repeat what the tour guide told us at the beginning of the tour. So I decided during this time, I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're doing and what you're going to see in the video. First of all, this tour was $15 for adults and $8 for children. And they do have a booking site where you can pay online. I didn't know that, but you can go online on the Florida State Caverns website to pay online. Another thing you should know that tours are completed Thursday through Monday, so they do not do tours on Tuesday and Wednesday, and they normally do them during the hours of I think 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So you have to get there early because sometimes they sell out. On the day that we were there, it was a Friday, and it was a before us, as you saw, the gift shop, a whole bunch of kids. So they did do a lot of field trips. So if it's full, then you can't go on the tour with them. Now, when we go inside the cave, you're going to see us walking down 30-something flights of stairs. And there are going to be a lot of parts where we have to actually bend over and walk underneath. You'll see my son, he didn't have to bend, he could walk, but in some areas he had to actually bend. So they do consider touring this strenuous activity. So if you're not physically fit enough to walk and bend, etc., then they don't suggest that you go on the tour. I did okay. You're going to hear me breathing hard in the video, but I made it through. It wasn't very strenuous. I didn't even notice I was breathing hard. I think it was kind of anxiety because I was underground, but it wasn't strenuous for me to not be able to participate. So now we're going to start going into caverns, and I'll let you listen in. Lisa, no, we can let them go. Let them go. Because I'm not going to walk that fast down the stairs. So he says about 33 stairs going down. Y'all good. Because I'm not walking fast down. I'm in no rush. So it's 1 handrail.
Going down the steps. 30 steps.
Now, y'all, as you enter the cavern, you need to watch your head, you need to watch your steps. You can go to the left right here. You're going to follow this path all the way down to the bottom room where the yellow light is. No further.
So we're going in, y'all. Yellow light. Alright, so we're going in. So we're actually inside. And to the yellow light in front of us. Very steep.
Now, y'all,
Hey.
before we start this tour properly, you need to know. At any point you begin to feel claustrophobic, or you need to leave the cabin for any other reason, please inform me. Because I'll be able to escort you out our nearest emergency exit, most of the time not even 5 minutes away. We won't be going any deeper than that, because the deepest point right here behind me is at 65 feet below the surface, and it's pretty obvious why we're not going in there. If y'all want to go in there, there is a night tour tonight, starts at about 5:30. Now, y'all, I want to talk about how our cabin formed. You see, a long time ago, the Chipola River used to flow through here. So it eroded our passageways by eroding the limestone that makes up our cavern and most of Florida's bedrock. Now, y'all, this limestone formed even longer ago than that happened. Florida for a long time was a shallow sea. This was during the dinosaurs and for a period afterward. And the water pressure compacted all the sand and sediment of that seafloor together. That sand and sediment was the limestone. So where we're standing would have actually been the seafloor. But the water pressure compacted it all until it solidified into the limestone. Where little critters did die and get buried in the sand and sediment. So if you keep your eyes peeled throughout the cavern, you will find fossils. I will let y'all know where the highest density of fossils is once we get there. Now, as that water flowed through, eroding the limestone, it eventually receded into the aquifer below us. Florida aquifer being the huge source of water that spans our... Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna be going down this. About like I would say somewhere around like 30 feet below the ground right now. I think. We go no deeper than this.
Squeeze right here. Thank God I'm not tall. Because right now I'm bending over. It's called the tuck and squeeze area. Langston, of course, doesn't have to worry about that.
And right here, I do have to worry about it.
I cannot believe y'all that I can be a cave underground.
Also named for the fact that we actually host weddings down here. We have around 2 to 3 weddings a year. I'm actually currently standing on our home. Now, every wedding, there is some music, so we have a type of flowstone in it, named the pipe organ to go along with it. Now, flowstone is simply formed from the water flowing down the side of the cabin, but the more interesting type of flowstone we have in here are cave draperies. Formed from the water flowing down the same pathway each time, depositing minerals. These go by many different names, such as angel wings, bat wings, elephant ears, but the most popular by far is cave bacon. Now we'll start on our generic formations with the soda straws. These hollow tubes are formed thanks to the carbonic acid. You see, when the water comes through the holes, it'll actually deposit minerals in rings going down. The hollow soda straw. Once they get around 12 inches long, they'll seal up. Water now runs along the outside.
Yeah.
See, this main column and surrounding formations, well, they split. That happened due to Florida's aquifer. I already talked about it, but I didn't talk about what happens when the water level in the aquifer drops. See, when that happens, the cavern actually becomes unstable. It will then begin to shift, causing the formations to pull apart and fracture. So, any questions on that? This is the South America limestone.
What is this again?
The South America rimstone pool. As you can see, the water here is in the shape of the continent, South America.
South America.
The water still looks like ice.
Yep, it's water.
Oh, it's
Just liquid water.
really water. I would have never guessed. Oh my gosh, that's cool. Let's see my camera. Let me go this way carefully. That was a cute picture. Be careful. So during the tour, we were able to see 3 bats, but in that area, we really weren't able to get good video, and we couldn't turn on the flash, so we weren't able to actually show the bats in the video. I also want to talk about some bowls you're going to see in a minute, and they were actually stuck up there by the people who worked in the caverns to be able to reflect light. At one point during the tour, he did turn off all the lights, and it was pitch black. You could not see your hand in front of your face. So that was quite cool. And so as you can see in this area, even Langston has to bend over. So, you know, it's like I said, it's a lot of bending, but it's truly doable. I wanted to add that the length of this tour is about 45 minutes. Of course, you see we stop a lot along the way. You can take pictures throughout the cave, except for, again, where the bats are. And then also there is actually one stalagmite that they allow you to touch. I didn't get it in this video. That's the bowl. I didn't get it in this video, but you can definitely tell that it's a dead stalagmite because it turned black. So this is basically almost the end of the tour. As you can see, I just really wanted to emphasize like the bending so you can actually see it. But it's very cool. Most, of course, most of the way where we stop, you can stand up. And, he would explain to us the different historical nature or scientific nature of that specific area.
Yes, what's your question?
Are there any bats in these?
That was so cool. Come on, get going. I never expected all that we saw. Definitely an amazing adventure. Come on, son, let's get out the way.
It is only 15 to 20 minutes. We'll take you to the museum above the gift shop.
So, Langston.
Okay, so we are now at the end of the tour, and this little trail that will lead back to the gift shops. Let's see. Goes over here. Got pretty flowers. Nice nature. We'll see you at the gift shop. I really do not want to do this, but we gotta do it. I gotta stay strong on this one.
Yeah, you should have put your hiking boots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Should have brought my hiking boots, but that's okay. Okay.
Turn it this way to me. Come on, mold it.
The trip was honestly very good. It was like a little freaky at first. Sadly, we couldn't show you the part when the lights turned off, which you could. But in all other words, it was very good. We saw a couple of bats today, but we only saw 3 though. It was still a good time. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you on the next adventure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.